Good evening, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in to castingsownwatcher.com. Today is Wednesday. It's Wednesday, the 24th of July today, and today's UK weather aware. We're going to see how things shaping up in terms of the hot and also the humid, muggy, and also thundery conditions across the next 3 days across the British Isles. The warm and also the thunder conditions that continue for this part of the world. This was the temperature chart. This was the temperature chart as of 6 o'clock tonight for around now. The hot and muggy conditions continue for these more central and eastern zones of the country, but thankfully further northwest it has been a cooler day. Now it's all kicking off tonight in terms of storms across the more southwestern parts of the country. This was the radar in terms of 5 o'clock today. The main bulk of the storms are clearing out the more eastern zones of the country. This is all clearing out of the way tonight, only to allow for more storms to work their way in to these more southern and western parts of the country overnight. You can just see the heavy rain there starting to come onto the radar across these far southwestern parts of the country. So let's go through tonight's progression in terms of storms then. Well, this is a view from the Herland model. This is a high resolution rainfall model. I want to use the Herland model in today's video because I think it's giving a clear view of how things are shaping up overnight. This is the forecast as of 9 o'clock tonight. Then we've got some storms clearing the more northeastern parts of the country, just clearing off towards the North Sea. This is moving out of the way tonight. But notice what's coming into these more western parts of the country, pulling in to Northern Ireland through parts of northern western England and also Wales and the southwest too by 9 o'clock tonight. All this stuff starting to push its way northeastwards. And this is the forecast for 3 a.m. tonight, so early in the middle of the night time zone. Many parts of the country seeing heavy outbreaks of thundery rainfall through Northern Ireland, southwest Scotland, northwest England, the West Midlands, Wales in particular. I think clearly from the southwest, but across these more northern parts of the country into Wales, into northwest England, into southwest Scotland, and also Northern Ireland too. Heavy and persistent bursts of rainfall. I think parts of northeast Wales, parts of Staffordshire, through the Greater Manchester area, through parts of the Irish Sea, the Isle of Man, and clipping parts of northeast Northern Ireland. I think some very heavy and also thundery storms on their way tonight. With 30 millimetres possible over 3 hours, there is a risk of some flash flooding in places. So certainly, definitely go to the Environment Agency if you've got any concerns. Certainly something to be aware of. And this is forecast by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. A whole rash of heavy showers across many parts of the country. I think these will be isolated and patchy in nature. The heaviest of which I think across parts of northern England and parts of southern Scotland and Northern Ireland for tomorrow. That's where I think the heaviest storms are going to be. I think parts of Cumbria, Northumberland, Lothian, parts of Northern Ireland. I think that's where the heaviest storms are going to be tomorrow. But I also think these other parts of North Midlands, Wales, and also parts of Northern Scotland, Northern and Ireland too, I think you're definitely also at risk of some storms tomorrow. But the heaviest of which will be across Northern Ireland, Southern Scotland, and the far north, and also west of England. And this is a temperature forecast for tomorrow, the 25th of July. Well, you'll be pleased to know that by then things are turning much less hot, but still quite muggy. Feels still fairly muggy. Highs of 25 degrees Celsius across some parts of the country. Still feeling quite muggy, with humidity up to 80% in places. So still feeling fairly muggy. But out to the northwest, always cooler conditions here. And this is a forecast in terms of precipitation from the GFS for Friday. Well, it's definitely worth noting that the resolution at the moment is quite low. Now, we have got by Friday a more westerly flow, bringing in showers and outbreaks of rain by Friday across the more northern western parts of the country. A drier slot in between, but I think we could see some drizzly rainfall even in these areas, perhaps still isolated thunderstorm too. And also this heavier rain clipping Kent through towards Friday. So the main story by Friday is heavy outbreaks of long spells of rain in the northwest, thundery in nature too, isolated thunderstorms, but mainly dry and muggy warm through the more central zones, and heavy rainfall clipping Kent and perhaps Essex too. This is the temperature forecast for Friday, and well, by Friday again conditions sort of higher again. So I think we could be looking at hotter conditions through Friday across the more southern eastern parts of the country. We're always feeling cooler out to the northwest of the country. What's happening on Friday is the storms come into this part of the world, but this part of the world gets this sort of wind. So I think we're looking at hotter conditions again on Friday in the south and east in particular. and feeling very muggy too, with isolated thunderstorms in the south and also the east. And our UK weather aware is certainly going on spot through towards the weekend, because through towards Saturday night, a southerly flow regenerates itself across the country, and that means that through towards the weekend we could be looking at further outbreaks of heavy prolonged rainfall and also thunderstorms too through towards the weekend. It's all pushing up on the southerly flow, and what happens is we could see some heavy rainfall across many parts of the country. I think this area is definitely a risk of some heavy thunderstorms and also rainfall through towards the weekend. I think it's Saturday night that we have to look beyond alerts for some heavy rainfall. Very uncertain. All the detail is very, very uncertain. We could be looking at further outbreaks of heavy rainfall and also thundery conditions during the weekend. And by the weekend, this is a picture as of Sunday. Well, it's not really the hot conditions that are going to be triggering the thunderstorms. It's the temperature contrast. Look at this temperature of 22 degrees Celsius across part of the northwest France. We'll come out to Germany, and we're talking about 37, 38 C. So it's going to be a really big temperature contrast lying across the British Isles, which is going to be producing the risk of some torrential, thundery downpours through towards the weekend. All the details are very uncertain. If I were to say that one thing would happen, it's likely that would definitely change. So I'm not going to say anything towards the weekend details yet. I'm going to say that through towards the weekend, it's likely that we'll see another southerly flow picking up the risk of further thundery conditions through towards the weekend. I'll have more information by Thursday and also Friday too. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's UK Weather Aware video. It certainly has been a pleasure doing this video for you, and thanks very much for watching. Heavy thunderstorms tracking the way northeastwards across the southwest of the country tonight, pushing the way up and then through towards tomorrow. A scattering of heavy thundery downpours across central and northern areas, heaviest of which will be across the north of England, southern Scotland and also Northern Ireland too. Through towards Friday, heavy longer spells of rain across the northwest, drier but with isolated heavy showers in the central zones, and the risk of some heavy thunderstorms clipping the southeast, feeling muggy through towards Friday too. And then through towards weekend, likely that we'll see further outbreaks of heavy rainfall and also thundery conditions too, but very uncertain on the detail. Also getting hotter in the southeast, but feeling very muggy, more than hot through towards the weekend, and very humid too. That intense humidity persists in through towards the weekend after a slight dip in it through towards Thursday and also Friday too. So thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to come back through towards September update tonight. We're having a look at September, how things shaping up for them, and also don't forget to come back for the Wiz to get the risk map for tomorrow's thundery conditions. Thanks very much for tuning in, and see you later.